Hello, this is Nathaniel Rigo. Today we'll be discussing the walkthrough attraction generally at theme parks, primarily Disney and Universal, and why it's not the end of the said genre of attractions at Disney Universal parks worldwide, despite its pros and cons. With Poseidon's Fury at Islands of Adventure of Universal Orlando recently shut down for good, and the It and Minions attractions coming later this summer to Universal Studios on obviously separate opening dates unconfirmed at the moment, it'd be a very good opportunity to discuss the importance of walkthrough attractions even to this day at theme parks across the globe. According to Themed Entertainment Archives on YouTube, as said, Poseidon's Fury has been closed down permanently as the last surviving attraction at Islands of Adventure's The Lost Continent, after the former stunt show and attraction Sinbad's Eighth Voyage, which is being replaced in the future by a stunt show based on the 2018 hit movie Tomb Raider of the 2013 video game same name, while Poseidon's Fury's replacement remains unconfirmed for the time being so far. In any case, as Poseidon has fruitfully remained in operation for over 21 years since the park first opened with it, its years are ultimately numbered, but it doesn't mean the same can be said about the future of walkthrough attractions at global theme parks in general. Look at how the Walking Dead experience fared fruitfully at Universal Studios Hollywood from 2016 to 2019. This is the genuine reason Universal has then decided to follow this example with Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, with two similar but separate themed IP attractions of the genre. It, 2017-2019, and the Minions film franchise, serving as an iconic spin-off franchise to the Despicable Me films. Usually, a walkthrough attraction helps teach, immersively inform, and/or enact interactable storytelling. For instance, in the early years of pop culture mediums, especially in film, Disneyland, back in its day, had a walkthrough one titled Davy Crockett Frontier Museum in its Frontierland area, just as the Magic Kingdom has at Walt Disney World. A decade later, it was less of both a museum and walkthrough, however. Back in the day, nevertheless, in 1992, when Disneyland Paris first opened in Paris, France, its attractions included a museum-style storytelling walkthrough based on the Disney animated film of the year Aladdin, depicting various scenes from the film, like Aladdin and Jasmine on a magic carpet ride during the song A Whole New World, and/or the titular hero's final showdown with Jafar in his giant red genie form. That definitely has differed from Davy Crockett over at Disneyland and Walt Disney World in my experience. Summer 2014. Decades earlier, at the US Aerial Expo in 1901, A Trip to the Moon, not the namesake film with classic and old school special effects, was the world's first dark ride-like walkthrough attraction at a global theme park. Guests boarded an airship that descended with about 30 people inside, 40,000 feet above the ground level. It was a 50-cent experience, but back then, very immersive and highly innovative. Aboard the Luna, a fictionalized space vessel serving as the ride vehicle, so to say, for the attraction, riders felt like they were literally heading to the stars as was the moon. It gave them the illusion of space travel with magnificent pre-modern tech and special effects. It also enabled patrons to explore different areas of the vessel. Patrons then set foot on the moon in person, no ride vehicle required, giving the expansive illusion of them being there themselves. There was even a nearby gift shop allowing people to feed on legit moon cheese. The ride was so popular back then that its model and design was an inspiring basis for Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, formerly at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, but still at Disneyland today. Only it entailed a wild car chase through jolly old England in the genuine form of a dark ride on its own. In the 50s, Walt Disney was germinating his own park, Disneyland, a decade before his death of lung cancer in 1966, with his legacy to this day being endlessly fulfilled nonetheless. Back then, when Disneyland first opened in Anaheim, California, however, only half of it was walkthrough attractions, i.e. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Poseidon's Fury today remains no exception of walkthrough attractions coming and going for better or worse. The Haunted Mansion is another example of this, as it entails a ghost-hosted tour of the eerie estate with stretching rooms and a falling and screaming hung skeletal carcass, whether at Disneyland or at Walt Disney World. As time went by, the walkthrough experience only evolved with fruitfulness. Rise of the Rebellion, that opened on a separate day from the rest of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at the Disney Studios of Walt Disney World. As of January 2020, while the land itself only opened on its own in late August 2019. It combined a standard but very immersive pre-show walkthrough and trackless ride system all under one literal roof, Real name, Rise of the Resistance. In fact, it's inspired Universal and Disney, despite their mild rivalry over the theme park brand, to do better even more, i.e. the future Avengers Assemble attraction at Disney California Adventure, Avengers Campus, and Universal Studios' anticipated ultra-immersive attraction based on the hit 2022 sci-fi disaster thriller by Roland Emmerich, Moonfall. Let's not forget the upcoming Journey Through Water attraction at Epcot based on Moana 2016. That walkthrough will not be coming out until this fall, of course. It appears it'll be a little while more until we see ourselves the Minions and It attractions in walkthrough form at Universal Studios. Thanks for stopping by.